Okay, been a long time since I worked on the car, and as you can see, I need to do some cleanup before much more happens. Been in storage up there, but we'll start with a cleanup. Got some cleanup done, and now I've got back to a place where I can work. So hopefully one of these days I'll get back on the car. One of the reasons that it has taken me so long to get back to my car is that the project that my wife, my son, and I have been working on was we actually installed a solar system in our house. So that's a whole nother story. I have included a link in the description below if you want to go through it. I do want to point out that I'm not going to answer any questions on solar systems because this is really about building my car. But you may find it interesting, all the things that it took to get one done. My son's been working on his Camaro, doing some work on it, and that's kind of got my lift tied up. But that's just about all done, and then I'll start working on getting the car cleaned up and get back to work. So I appreciate everybody's patience, and we'll get going. Let's talk about taillights. What you see here is a 3D printed rough draft of OEM light that was done by Sterling. Now you can see that there's a gap down there at the bottom, and actually the corner doesn't quite work out. And I actually had to trim off a piece for it to go in. Now, I've looked at some other type Lamborghini lights, like some Camaro ones, and I've mocked up some things that I was looking at, but I just don't think they're going to work. So I could come up with the dimensions for the Duraflex body and probably get some 3D printed, but that's still a quandary. Now the other thing is going to be the headlights. Now, Duraflex has basically just put kind of a shape in there, and I don't believe that's anywhere close to an OEM light. Now if you looked on eBay for OEM lights, you'll find a pair of them runs anywhere from $19,000 for a pair. You can probably pick one up for maybe $4,000 or $5,000 each. So still looking at maybe some alternatives. I've been looking at some Corvette headlights that may work. So I'm still researching that. Still have work to do on the doors. And to redo this hinge, which I'll be working on, probably that'll be the first thing, and the grills for the two sides. And I've got some alignment issues here where this needs to be stiffened up. You can see that it actually has to come up a little bit and be more solid. And the third brake light that I made, it works, but I think there are other more efficient solutions out there. So I'll be looking at that. Like I said, July of last year was the last time I posted. So I'm just now starting to get back into it and see some of the things that I need to do. I know this is short, but the thing is I am making some progress and starting to move forward. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate that, and be sure and click the notification button. Thank you.